Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Belmont Park here on Thursday. It is the 9th of June 2022. Gonna look at the stakes races on the program from Belmont, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean it around the world. Remember to join me Saturday from a Belmont Stakes preview. But let's look at the stakes action here on Belmont Thursday. We'll be looking at races 3, 6, and 8. Keep in mind we're going to get some rain early Thursday morning, so it might be a little bit of a wet turf course for this third race, which is the Wonder Again Stakes. It's a Grade 2 event going for a purse $200,000, race for 3-year-old fillies. 7 horses are entered, but keep in mind the 5 horses MTO, so 6 will probably go to the inner turf course. The distance of ground here of 1,800 meters, if you want to go by that, or the distance of ground of about 1 mile 1/8 on the Belmont inner turf course, about 1,800 meters, about 1 mile 1/8. And the Wonder Again. Local prep race for the Belmont Oaks coming up, or excuse me, yeah, Belmont Oaks coming up in about 5 weeks' time. My top selection, I'm going to go with the number 6 horse here, Vergara. We'll go 6, 7, 3, 1 in the superfecta. 6-7-3-1 Super. Top selection is 6 horse Vergara. 3 filly by Noble Mission. Grand Motion trains this one. Luis Saez gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came 20th of May at Pimlico, 1 mile in the Hilltop Stakes, and the horse finished third by 1 3/4 lengths. Had a little bit of a wide trip from Y Postra, but was closing up well late behind Pete's Bianca. I didn't think it was a half bad race back to turf for the 3-0 campaign. Coming here on a speed favoring course a little bit closer to the front end, I think the horse could really run a good race and go a long way here today. 2 back in the Bourbon at Oaks at Turfway, mile 16 on the Tapete on the 2nd of April. The horse finished 8th by 12 1/4 lengths that day, and again was stupidly wide. Post 6 of 6, 12 of 12 that day, and just basically sat mid-pack most way around, a little bit wide, and just really couldn't get there. First off the bench, I thought it was a very tough race on a very deep, tiring track. And then before that, on the 20th of November at Aqueduct, mile 16th inner turf course in the Tempin Stakes, the horse won by 3/4 length, and from a tracking position, this horse quickened up nicely, and she got the job done. A very good race there. And then at Laurel in late October, a mile 8th in the main special weight, winning by 1 1/4 lengths. Another race where she had a stupidly wide post draw. She got the job done. She's been at the mercy of post draws in her starts, but she always runs these bang up races. Coming here today, training well since the last run. At 5-1, we'll use her. You also have to use a 7 horse Skims. Shug McGahee trains one. Flavian Pratt gets the mount. Most recently, the horse ran in the Appalachian at Keeneland, a mile on the 9th of April, where the horse finished third by 2 1/4 lengths that day. And if the horse would have broke better, probably would have had a better forwardly paced early on, but didn't break so well. Moved a little bit late, but, it has to get a good race out of the gate. 2 back in Optional 75 at Tampa, going a mile 16th in mid-February. The horse won by a head, and from a tracking position, this horse won quite nicely there, and then won quite nicely here in the fall, going a mile 16th in main special weight, winning by 1/4 lengths from this horse just took off clear. She's definitely been on the improve, training well at Belmont at 5-2, definitely using your early pick 5. But to recount my selection for the third from Belmont, it is the Wonder Again. Let's take the 6 horse Vergara, give kudos to the 7 horse Skims, 6-7-3-1 Super. Let's go 6-7 in your multi race. So let's head over to the 6th race, a race very rich in history. The 6th race, it is the Astoria Stakes. Can't speak, pardon me. I've had a little bit too, I've been up a little bit too long and just a little bit too much coffee today, so a little bit tongue-tied. But the 6th race from Belmont, it is the Astoria Stakes, purse $150,000, race for 2-year-old fillies here. We've had a field of 6 horses going to the main track. The distance of ground here of 1,100 meters, or the distance of ground of 5.5 furlongs on the Belmont main track. 1,100 meters, 5.5 furlongs here in the Astoria. My top selection, we're going to go take the number 6 horse here, who is Devious Dame. We'll go 6-3-5-1 in the superfecta. 6-3-5-1 super. Top selection, 6 horse Devious Dame. This 2-year-old filly by Gervin here. Norm Cassie trains. Joel Rosario gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came the 5th of May at Churchill. 5 furlongs in main special weight, 71,000. And the horse won by 5 3/4 lengths. And this horse was with the pace setters early on, doing some quick fractions. When this horse got the turn a foot in the lane, this horse just took off clear. Much the best winner there. Since that last race, they've been very aggressive with his workout patterns. Came back a week after the race, or 10 days after the race, in a half mile in 47-1, the fourth best workout at 30, another 4 furlong workout in 47-2, and then a half mile drill in 49 flat just earlier this week at Churchill. So I think his workout patterns are up to scratch. He's really run this good race. They think highly of him. They bought him for nearly $250,000. I think he could go a long way here today. The 3-horse Born Dapper for Jonathan Thomas and Luis Saez is your second likeliest winner. He's only started once. That came at Woodbine on the Tapito, going 5 furlongs in main special weight. He finished second by 4 lengths that day, and he just couldn't get there late. But he's been training well at Monmouth, coming to dirt from the Tapito. I'll give him a shot at 5-2. I think he's on the up and up. But to recount my selection for the 6 from Belmont's Astoria, let's take the 6-horse Devious Dame. Give kudos to the 3-horse Born Dapper. 6-3-5-1 Super. 6-3 in your multi-race. The 8th race from Belmont now, it is the Tremont Stakes. It's going for a purse of $150,000, race for 2-year-olds here. 8 horses are going to the main track. The distance of ground here of 1,100 meters, or the distance of ground of 5.5 furlongs on the Belmont main track. 1,100 meters, 5.5 furlongs in the Tremont. My top selection, I'm going to go with the number 4 horse here, No Nay Hudson. 4-7-1-5 for me in the superfecta. 4-7-1-5 super. Top selection to 4 horse, No Nay Hudson. This 2-year-old colt by No Nay Never. Wesley Ward trains this one. John Velazquez gets the mount. Horse only started once. That came in late April at Keeneland. 4.5 furlongs on Headley course and a main special weight for 54,000. And the horse went by 4 lengths and basically broke on top, quickened up nicely after some soft fractions. And, it was an all-around good Wesley Ward 2-year-old Keeneland winner. Coming here today with the blinkers on, training well like always. I think the horse really could run a good race here today. Especially the last drill here at Belmont. 4 furlong workout and 48 flat on the main track. 6 best workout 85. I think he's rearing to go. I think he has enough pace to win, and I think he could, like I said, go up and up. 5-2 will use him. If there could be a bit of an upset, it could be the 7-horse 2 of a kind. Brian Lynch trained this one. Luis Saez gets the mount. Most recently at Churchill in the 4th May, going 5 furlongs in main special weight. The horse went by 1 3/4 lengths and didn't have the had the best beginnings that day out of any 2-year-old I think I've seen so far this year, and this horse just kept going. Very reminiscent of a very good Wesley Ward horse, but coming here today off also some very good workouts. I'm going to give this horse a shot at 3-1 on the multi-race ticket. These 2-year-old races just can be very random at times, especially here in New York early season, so I think you want to go deep in these multi-race wagers. But to recap my selection for the 8th from Belmont's the Tremont, let's take the 4-horse No Nay Hudson. Give kudos to the 7-horse 2 of a kind. 4-7-1-5 super. 4-7 in your multi-race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.